All right, let's see here. Hopefully the damn sound's working again. I had a moment this morning where it wasn't working. So please give me a hello, Drew, in the chat if this thing is coming over to you. God, I look red. Look at how red I am. Holy cow. The markets are not red, thankfully. Holy good googly moogly. Let's check this. And what up? What up? Laser face, Sep Lad, Retro Beast. Let's freaking go. Yeah, all good, cool. Chris, what's up? Dino Might. Let's see here. Okay. Wow. Look at this weekly chart layout for Bitcoin, you guys. Got stopped out. I was trying to like scalp short this morning, got stopped out, and this thing absolutely kept running to the north side, being vile as all hell. Let's see here on the day. Whew. I mean, because over the night we pumped, was this 2.9%? Then Bitcoin just kept choosing violence. This is where I got stopped out on my short. I think that I was in profit, but since this morning, we've pumped another 2.4%. This overall upswing, just since we decided to go crazy. This is like the middle of the night last night. We're up 6.5%. And my God, the altcoins are feeling it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, is altcoin season coming early? Oh boy. Let's make my face a little bit smaller here. There we go. So, WorldCoin, hate it, but it's pumping. Great. This is a Sam Altman's little baby where you take a picture of your eyeball and get aggregated into the next system of Terminator. Also, who's out there watching Terminator? Anyone decide to take it upon themselves to watch Terminator? You guys, look at the world we live in. Alex Proyas talking about Elon Musk stealing his ideas here from iRobot. Elon Musk geniusly called this system We Robot that he's probably had in mind for decades. And here we are, art mimicking reality. Hopefully this doesn't end up the same way as iRobot. Here we are with We Robot, though. Let's get this full screen. So we got the vehicle. Obviously, Will Smith standing next to his little iRobot vehicle. Then we got the transport, the mass transport for all the plebs that are left stuck within city centers being shuffled around. And basically the same thing from the Tesla van here and the humanoid robots that aren't as developed as iRobot yet. Give them some time, give them some time. But what do we got on Bitcoin? Are we trying to bust back up again? But a little bit. I did scalp short this. Made like $100 on it, but then just got stopped out on it right before I went live, sadly. But I am snooping around here, checking out. I mean, this is a vile move. This is a vile move. And there's a good reason for it. There's a damn good reason for this pump. Let's make my face smaller again. But all the altcoins having a good time. ENA on the upsurge again. We got Core, Lido DAO, Bitcoin Cash will not die. My God. Beam only up by 2%, 3% on the week, but showing some signs of strength, 11% on the day. Mog coin still cruising, trying to hit that $1 billion market cap. Pendle up 10%. Thorchain, Pepe. And you notice a bunch of memes are in this, man. This is the animal spirits are here. The animal spirits are indeed returning to our lives. Ondo, 75 cents up 8.8% on the day. Looking reasonable. Pith Network. This is good news for Nick. I don't know if he's still in this. I think he's diamond hand in this. Diamond nuts, diamond hand demandi. Sitting here playing around at 34 cents. All right. There you go. But the big winner for my portfolio so far today, folks, this is Aerodrome. It's Aerodrome coming up on $1.50 a unit. Looking good. I was feeling a little angry at Chainlink this morning. Let's see what Chainlink's doing. If we get any love, 5% on the day. Great. 11.22. A little bit of something. But still a lot of work to do. This is the monthly. And on the month, I mean, we had a moment. We were feeling good. I was like, Link, don't look back. Link looked back. So, son of a gun. Coming back down into this little damn range. It is higher lows on the range. Fine. I'm not going to freak out. Taco, he's going to be having his show after this show. So, he's running DGen Alpha. Actually, you know what? I think he does them Tuesdays and Thursdays, so we won't be able to. I'm just gonna randomly send it somewhere today. But Taco's doing good. He's still at the office and everything like that, just running his own thing. Let's see here. Chainlink overall. I mean, I know that the overall market velocity is going to get me near or beyond triple digits for Chainlink, but by God, this blue ball season, it's a battle. It's a battle, folks. We got some news though. We got some news just on the weirdness side. It's Columbus Day. Shout out to Columbus Day. Kamala Harris might actually be evil. Talking about European explorers came to this land and ushered in a wave of devastation, perpetuating violence, spreading disease. She's literally trying to cancel America. And you would think, oh, she's going to come out here. She's going to be like, happy Columbus Day. We accept everyone. Spanish, the German, the French, the Indians, all of you. This is the land of opportunity. Nope. Instead, we are perpetuating violence, spreading disease and devastation. And, they act like Columbus came into a land of Teletubbies that were all just getting along, kumbaya along with each other. No, that was not the case. They were factions, tribes that were very, very vicious against each other. I am part Cherokee, so I don't feel like they're going to be able to cancel me for talking about these things. Now, let me some aerodrome and aero precision. I want to get an aero precision lower. I think I want to get an aero precision lower. That's kind of next on the list to get. Been stacking some 308 rounds, been stacking some 6.5 rounds. Here's this. Harris bullish on crypto? Not entirely. Kamala Harris campaign says she will ensure crypto investors benefit from a regulatory framework so that black men and others in this market are protected. Why in the hell does she have to inject race into this? It's like they inject race into everything that they talk about. It is absolutely insane. We should accept and understand that crypto is for the masses, for everyone, not just for a particular race or creed. Shout out to Elevator Man dropping them. Dude, you're holding this show up on your shoulders, man. You're holding the show up on your shoulders. I would be in the office today, but I have the little babies with me. They're still here hanging out. I've got some snacky poos in my pocket for when they come out and attack me. But yes, pow, 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 pow. Shout out to you, Elevator Man. Really, really appreciate you, man. Nicole Minnis on the recovery. Dirty recovering. Whoa. Dirty recovering. What does that involve? So here also on the macro, before I get in all the other altcoins and crypto stuff, China has encircled Taiwan. So that's super. Probably just messing around for getting ready for 2026. I think they're going to be hitting this thing end of 25, beginning of 26. That's just me shooting from the hip on that one, folks. But I do think it's coming. And Bitcoin, keeping on track with global M2 money supply, could hit $90,000 by year end if it continues to follow this trend. In the white line is the M2 money supply. As we've always looked at, Bitcoin does follow this bad boy to a pretty close T, especially if I highlight the upswing 23 in all the way through this garbage market. I mean, the money supply has been a little bit more to the upside than the Bitcoin price. As you can see, we've had those recent lower lows that everyone was calling new bear market for Bitcoin. Money supply was increasing all the way through this level, though. China having to prop up its real estate market, which is collapsing. And now we are going into new discoveries for the global M2 money supply, and it'll be exciting to see if Bitcoin can continue following this trend. And what say you? Because I do believe that we have the trajectory, the velocity, the potential to hit $90,000 before the year is up. What say you, y'all? Do you think we'll be seeing a $90,000 Bitcoin come December for a Christmas present? Can Santa bring me $90,000 Bitcoin? I think so. I think so indeed. And it would be lovely to see this path just follow on to it. New decks on Sui Deep. Interesting. Dicky over Sui, calling that out. And that's, the Sui. I'm not chasing the Sui token. I'm chasing the auxiliary place. So good looking out for you. Appreciate you, brother. Now let's see here. We have the stock market hitting extreme greed levels. This is the highest level of greed since March of 2024. We all know what came with March of 2024, just as a good comparison. Obviously, Chainlink in its move right here to $22, but a lot of AI coins, a lot of memes went absolutely berserk in March of 22. Some of the biggest gainers. Let's just check. You know what? Let's look at who's losing. What is this? Did you just freeze? All right. So let's look who's losing. Anyone losing on the day? Potensor Tau, losing up 1.5%. Honestly, not much of a pullback there. Not much of a pullback to look for there. But March of 2024 was absolutely beautiful. That was a time frame where we experienced a massive upswing for good old Bitcoin. Ooh, I got a lot of tabs. You see these tabs? They're holding it up. So here we go. It's been a long year. Look at this year. Look at this year. Oh my God. This is the channel also. Look at this. Peeking our head out of the channel. Let's check it out. Oh man. Okay. I see you. What is this? 6578? All right. It's trying to peek its head out of this little channel. But March was a really good time. March and April really brought some massive upswing for Bitcoin. You can see some two pretty vicious upswings. We tapped out right around $73,000 in those months. Now we're seeing the overall fear and greed index hit a similar spot. According to bar chart, man, oh man, Oshevitz. Is it all over from here? Oh my God. Let's see here. I know that Creedmoor cost me more. I think the Creedmoor just shoots a little bit flatter at longer distances, but honestly, like I'm fine with 308. They're both pretty expensive rounds. Like I have plenty of 556, but I'm learning quickly the cost of 308 and 65 Creedmoor vastly outpaces the cost of 556 rounds. Thank God I have lots of 556 rounds, but doing what I can here. Doing what I can. And basically, all this trading monies that I'm pulling in, I'm going to be buying ammo with. That's what I've decided. Can't be only up and to the right, though. You know, if we're looking for a reasonable and healthy pullback, we'd be looking somewhere around this 64.7 level. You have a lot of historical play at this level. It was previously just this short-term resistance. We just like butter. We just cut right through this 64.5 spot right here. So if I'm looking for a pullback, a little bit more reason, come to the markets and somewhere to hammer in, because really I've been just scalping shorts on this heinous green candle. Because I don't think it's only up and to the right in the short term. So looking for a pullback somewhere in this, it could be at the top of these wicks right here at 64.7 to 64.5 is more reasonably where I'd be looking for us to capture some strength at and escape. I just need to see us escape this channel before November. If we can escape this channel before the end of November, I'll be feeling damn good about the markets at large. And it looks like we're getting there. Something else on, because I definitely turn crypto into vehicles and weapons. And here's a car dealership guy. Car buyers are now doing anything to lower their monthly payments, including signing up for 84-month auto loan terms, which have grown steadily over the year to 18.1%. Holy shit. Let's see here. Stretching out the loan of the car can make payments more manageable, but the risk that extending loans increases the likelihood of car owners carrying negative equity into the next purchase, creating a debt cycle that's tough to climb out of. And by God, I hate car loans. I have a few $1,000s that I let exist on the Honda Pilot. I paid off most of it in March with the profit pool, but I'm basically murdering the rest of that debt because I am not looking for that. And I need to get the hell out of my minivan. It's killing me slowly. I understand the minivan has the nice doors for the babies, but their legs are almost big enough to get into a real vehicle. And it's probably going to be a Sequoia. I'm probably going to get a Toyota Sequoia. That's just the move. It's in my heart. It's what I must do. And I'll definitely be utilizing my crypto bags to do so, not taking out an 84-month auto term. That is just insanity. That's how you die, by a death of 1,000 cuts. Now, Matt Gaetz saying that stock trading should be illegal for members of Congress Great thought. Probably never going to get it because we can't have nice things until we create them for ourselves. And I feel like this overtaxation, this destruction of the American Republic is just payback for the Revolutionary War sometimes. And these bankers, they put a new hat on. The American people, we did our thing in 1776. We might be receiving some payback, as they try to seize our lands and let people die in debt. The banks absolutely take over the loan, and their family just never gets to really see those benefits. So I get a minivan that can mine crypto, similar to Tesla. The whole Tesla thing, I got a lot of people telling me I need to get a Tesla. I'm not sure. I am not sure I'm ever going to be willing to get a Tesla. I just don't know how to fix them. I don't feel comfortable driving a vehicle I don't know how to fix myself. What if it breaks on? I like four-wheeling too. Let's check this out. Chris, a couple months ago, Arrow was barely in his top 5 holds. It's easily his top holding today, and he hasn't added anything since buying at 50 cents. Shout out to you, Chris. That is what it is about. Love to see it. Damn cars don't even last 84 months, unfortunately. It's so insane to see people just taking on those massive loans with long time frames. But there's a reason behind the curtains, why Bitcoin is pumping the way it is today, folks. It's Blackrock spot ETF is approaching $1 billion in 24-hour trading volume. This is effing nuts. Absolutely insane. They are gobbling up all the Bitcoin they can get their hands on. And the retail, they're getting crushed. The average person that's not in crypto right now, that doesn't have buying power, getting crushed, watching BlackRock hammer in $1 billion of trading volume in just the last 24 hours. Absolutely insane to see. And, before this, so this is from Forbes, digitizing the dollar. This came out yesterday in the morning. Digitizing the dollar, BlackRock CEO reveals a radical plan for AI-powered crypto that's predicted to blow up the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum. The Bitcoin price falling back, yada, 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 MicroStrategy, yada, yada. Fink has outlined his plan for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and crypto, predicting digitizing the dollar is going to be under discussion moving forward. Let's see, reading on. We believe Bitcoin is an asset class in and of itself, the alternative to other commodities like gold. Let's see, it said during a third quarter earnings call, predicted Bitcoin, Ethereum, and crypto will overlay with artificial intelligence. Also, and so I think the application of this form of investment will be expanded to the role of Ethereum as a blockchain that can grow dramatically. So if we can create more acceptability, more transparency, more analytics related to these assets, then it will be expanded upon. Bitcoin and Ethereum, new crypto ETFs, as we know. The ETF for Ethereum, man, that has been painful to watch, though. That has been painful. When major players like BlackRock and Fidelity launch Bitcoin ETFs and begin selling the idea that they're institutional and individual investors, it is very positive, says Anthony Damucci, founder of hedge fund Skybridge Capital, said in an interview with investment platform Saxo, putting his Bitcoin price target at 170. Now, 170, that would be pretty juicy. I've been basically setting my expectations for like 125 to 200, so that's kind of right in the realm there. Yeah, rival of a fleet of spot ETFs and all the. But here's something that this article doesn't talk about: the real bread and butter of what's going to be happening, why BlackRock is saying this, and here it is. So, BlackRock in cahoots with all their little string pullers. Fink, look at the last name, look it up. You know what I'm talking about. They have a plan for essentially printing about 10 to 20 trillion dollars in USD to build out data centers and to actually implement AI systems into the population at mass. They are going to do this. They're not going to sit here and watch China outpace the United States. They're not going to sit here and not have control of the new oil, the new gold, which is digital data. That is it. And so AI, to outsource all of these, middle and lower class jobs, they're going to be implementing AI. And with that, you're going to see a massive amount of data centers built, but also AI tokens and private AI tokens, private GPU systems are going to absolutely moon. and it's going to be disgusting for the average person on the outside looking in. They're going to say, why didn't I see this coming? Why didn't we know what was happening? Well, here it is, folks. I just told you exactly what's coming. And Larry Fink has said it himself. He says it very quickly. I've showed the clips before, but people don't quite understand what that means. It means that the United States is going to interject tens of trillions of dollars into the data and AI GPU bandwidth capacity, and they're going to take over the future of humanity through digital real estate. That is what it is. And then here we go. So AI is only making up 1% of crypto's total market cap, according to Arkham Intelligence. Just getting started for AI tokens. And, this is why we're snooping around. We're always looking around for these good AI plays. Let's go to the AI section on CoinMarketCap. Let's look at the biggest winners here first. So we got Turbo coming in here, going Turbo at 20%, AIT protocol. A bunch of interesting small cap coins are really starting to move. IO.net, that's great. All right, I forgot to cover, but IO.net's now available on Coinbase, a little low-hanging fruit. This is distributed GPU capacity that's ran off of Solana. So this is a Solana ecosystem play that's offering GPU bandwidth, and a very interesting play. So I bought a bag. It's pretty much at an average buy of $2, so I'm sitting here flat on it right now. But I think big things are coming for that. And not all of these are going to absolutely moon. You got to keep that in mind. I'm not saying all of these AI tokens are going to moon, but I think that there's some nuggets in what we're looking at here. Just this little section that we just went over, there are 100Xs laying around just waiting to be gobbled up by the average degen, by the psychopathic investor that refuses to get off of the ship of the future, which is AI, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency. Now, let's look at this. So I wanted to check out Injective a little bit more, see where we're at here. We're on a slight upswing of 8% on the day. That's great. But at large, I think that it's still a very opportune time for me to stack more of this into my bags, not too far off this level. Fell down to about $15, 16, $15 is its pretty strong proven base floor. And Injective is something that I'm going to be having to lean more into. It's kind of crazy that ICP isn't noted more as an AI play than it really is. It truly is a really good system for AI to be operated on, but it is trying to compete with AWS, with all these huge existing web server systems. So I understand that might be headwinds for it, but not looking too bad on the overall higher lows for its recent fall down to moments. Where's Bitcoin at? Still flirting around this, falling back down to this little spot here, right at the top of that channel. We'll see if short term, I mean, it'd be insanely bullish if we bounce off this channel. That's when you know that Bitcoin's about to choose violence. But I think we got some time left until that time really comes. Let's check out BTC to D, BTC.D. Let's check out that dominance, see what we're dealing with here. Bam, little uptick on the dominance there. And let's see here. So we had our halving on 420. So it would be April 20th, right about here. Let's do it there. All right. So April 22nd, close enough. And historically, it takes 231 days for this bad boy to fall off a cliff. Time is of the essence. Look at how little time we have until that beginning of December comes. Jesus, we only have maybe 2 months at most until a nasty altcoin season really, really kicks into swing. And then the DCAing, the buying these bags of good small altcoins, small market cap altcoins is not going to be as fun because the prices are going to be much more. And overall, let's check out the money flow on Bitcoin on a larger time frame as well. Let's do it. Let's see here. So that's the weekly. That thing is still swooping up. I remember covering this last week, seeing that little building up of momentum on the money flow. That is looking pretty vicious. Jesus, Murphy, Mary, and Joseph. Holy cow. ICP price prediction. I mean, I don't think $100 is out of question for ICP. But it's got to do a lot of work. They got to get back in the limelight. You know what I mean? Like ICP has been kind of asleep. Like I'm really counting my lucky stars that I got out at $16 now. but it does look like it's got some strength. And we're not out of the woodwork yet from macro headwinds. Like we could very well have another Japanese yen carry trade unwinding to give me a nice entry point. But yeah, I mean, ICP, I feel like this thing can accomplish 50 to $100. 50 is on the very, very conservative side. $100 is if it just keeps the limelight on itself and keeps, notice on itself as the altcoin market heats up. This is, and speaking of altcoins, Don Alt, he gave this, we covered this triangle of copium for Ethereum a while back. This is Ethereum to the US dollar stuck in this triangle. And then he put this out 4 hours ago on the upswing, trying to make it to the top range here at $2,700. And then boom, we are sitting here. I wonder where Ethereum is right now, because this triangle, $2,700, probably going to act like a little bit of an aggressive roof to blow through, a glass ceiling to blow through, if you may. But it's getting darn close. 26.9, up by nearly 7% on the day. Let's see what we got here. $2,700. Let's go to TradingView. Bam. Oh yeah, she's trying. She's trying, folks. $2,700 basically brings it to the top end of these sticks, not the wicks, the sticks. And it's been a downtrend. You're getting lower highs over the last few months here. So it'd be really, really excellent to see Ethereum be able to break out of this level. I just want to check something out interesting here. Let's see here. Let's see what this is. Yeah, I mean, that's just a down. That's best beat down. It needs to get above and beyond and prove this as support. And Ethereum, it's getting definitely muted, the use case of it from all these L2s. The L2s make the rest of the altcoin market run really nicely, but Ethereum getting sacrificed in that process because its use case kind of goes away. They don't have those, massive gas fees in Ethereum being paid all over the place. You have ecosystems like the base chain, which I covered this morning. Base chain is, if it's not already the biggest, it is nearly the biggest TVL L2 out there. And I've been checking out the base ecosystem a little bit more. Let's check out the update on who's the biggest winner. Still dogging me, this freaking dog token. I checked out the max on this thing. This is kind of looking juicy. This has the same structure setup as Jesus Coin. Where is Jesus Coin at now? I was covering this thing like 2 weeks ago because it just looked like something was waking up. Let's see. God, 130% on the month. Kind of seeing it's doing a little bit of a pullback here, trying to dance and see if it can improve this spot. You know what? Next spot for a pullback right about here. This moment of support, a little bit of resistance there, and resistance there. So we'll see if that line ends up proving to be holding. Also, Trump token. A lot of news coming out about Trump and this recent movement, all this talk from the media about this third attempt on Trump's life. I'm kind of wondering if it's real because the guy was following around Trump for months. He's like a podcaster. He had plenty of opportunities to do so. And who the hell shows up to take out a president with a shotgun and a handgun? Nobody. That's who. MAGA Trump token. I think that this thing can accomplish at or beyond the $17. I think we're going to see new all-time highs for Trump token. Really feeling like we have the trajectory, especially if the election goes well, we could get up into the $20 to $30 range for Trump token. So feeling good about that. When the average buy is about $2, and then this from Base Boss, snooping around the base ecosystem. What do we got here? So he's talking about all these underrated base tokens, and we got some people calling out fungi, just all these random little things. The ski, key cat, like all these random base memes. What is this? What in the world is this? This is so wrong. I can't believe I'm raw dogging Twitter like this cabal meeting. These base meme people are just unhinged. Unbelievable. Paid. Daddy on base. I think this is Rodney's token. This thing is still hella down. I wonder if there's a chance for that to research. I know Rodney's out there working along. I think he's working with Coinbase or something. Toby, Roost, just all these insane base chain projects. This one's got, I'm just swimming randomly. I'm looking into the base chain because I feel like Right now, base auxiliary and Solana auxiliary moves are the move. Yeah, MAGA should pump as we head into November. I'm thinking the same thing, potentially even beyond. What up, crypto Cody? ETH is antiquated, is losing to newer, more sophisticated protocols as a layer one is shitty and expensive to use. That's why these layer twos, man, they're moving around. Moonwell, we checked it out this morning. Let's see where Moonwell is right now at this immediate moment. Moonwell. This is that lending protocol on base. It looked pretty damn juicy. And by God, it's acted juicy. Let's see here. It's up 70% on the week. Woo, 100% on the month. Oh my God. Yeah. This is about all I can hope for on this bad boy. Because it's a $147 million market cap. We're about a month or two from nasty altcoin season, just ripping the face off of this blue balls alt season that we've experienced right now. We have not hit the actual alt season. So seeing projects act like this before the getting is even good, that is a beautiful sign of strength. So paying attention to that. Really, there's a lot that, oh yeah, you know what? Let's check out my Meow Space. I was looking at this morning. It's been bouncing around. I think it's at $2.5 million market cap. This thing's fluctuating by like $1 million in market cap, like every half an hour. Not dead, not dead yet. It did break my stupid trend line that I drew because I'm a friggin' troll. It broke the trend. It's over with. Not really though, honestly. Meow Space, pretty unhinged website. I know Nick's out there having fun with it. If I wasn't so begrudging about memes, then I might look at this thing because it's still cooking along and it's a pretty new project. So interesting stuff to pay attention to. And this thing, I see this Doggiatus Maximus. This is like the hottest thing. This is a good example. So it's the hottest thing on Deck Screener. Check it out this morning. I was like, wow, okay, look at that. Just insane hell. Insane hell for the people that came into this thing late to the party. My God, what is this? Yeah, this thing's going to try to kill everyone. This is so aggravating. You see all the like top trending ones, they just gut all of their early and like did meme coins ruin crypto? I don't know. Did meme coins kill crypto? Let's see if we can snoop around for God, we're still cooking along here. 65.7 peaked out right there at the 66.3 spot. Let's check out liquidity, see where liquidity is moving in the short term. This is the 12-hour liquidity heat map. Bam. Let's check this bad boy out. Pretty decent line here. Nearly $70,000. Lots of shorts piled in recently. And a whole hell of a lot of liquidity lives here at the 63.5 level. Whole hell of a lot of liquidity. Sits right there at 63.5. Would the bull market be canceled if we hit 63.5? Let's take a look here. 63.5, right above this pretty girthy volume node right there. Basically right in this range. So, and that's not too unreasonable to think of just a short-term pullback to this level here. 63.5. I'm just going to put this line on the charts just in case I get this little juicy entry point here, because that would be a fun one. Because in at large, I do feel like we're on the uptrend time frame. I really do. It's just about how voracious, how insane will this upswing be? For Bitcoin, I'm still feeling like 125 to 200 Ks, the general blow off top range that I'm looking for. And with that, I think that the top 10 crypto tokens are going to be clocking in 100 billion market caps on up. And that I feel like is being pretty conservative. Drew, draw a trend line. Do it. Yeah, I mean, I think that we have a pretty insane escape velocity right now for crypto. We're now being talked about in the political sphere. It's now, we have political pundits trying to pander from both sides, Democrats and Republicans, more heavily in a positive manner from Republicans, though. So we got to keep that. Once these power structures start arguing for your support, that's when things can really, really get good. This DGen token, I know this thing got listed on Coinbase. This is a base token. It is up 240% on the month and actually holding on. By God, good googly moogly. I mean, I'm not going to get it right now because this is a pretty important moment that it's coming up upon, but this thing could very well break out. This thing could very well break out. And I'm a greedy entry point guy, so I'm not going to buy it right now. More so, I'd be trying to buy kind of in the middle of this range. Let's see here. 100 billion on SWE, still a 5x to go minimum. Yeah, I think so. And that's reasonable. I'm thinking 5 to 10x for SWE. The token itself is a reasonable look. I just, want to calm people down when they're talking. SWE's going to be $100. SWE's going to be $100. And let's explain why I feel this way. Let's explain why I feel this way. This is a great website to do moon math and to also discount moon math. You can do both things on this website. So, and here's let's just go by if SWE insiders are not nefarious and they don't cook the supply completely out in the middle of 25 to dump on retail. Let's be nice and let's say that they only release half. All right. You got 10 billion tokens total. So let's say that 5 billion of them are out. And now what we got here is $100 billion market cap would bring it right around $20, right? That's kind of the thought process I have here. If things go really well and they don't jackknife the supply during the bull market, I think that this thing has the potential and the velocity to hit 100 billion. I'm not saying it doesn't, but here's what happens if VCs choose violence. Bam. Then you end up with a $10 per token price, which is not bad. That's still a 5x. But they very well can mute the velocity of this token should they decide to release the full supply. And it is dependent on network stability, right? They have specific wording in the tokenomics outlay for SWE where it's dependent on network stability if they want to release more, if they want to increase the release schedule. So we have to think about these things. And VCs are currently up by 50, 60x on this token as it sits right now. So very important to note. Let's see here. What else do we got? I'm just looking through the rest of this. We may as well take a gander at Solana. Let's take a look at Solana. Let's see here. Solana at large. The market cap is right at its all-time high. But the price has not reached its all-time high. I don't think it's going to die from the tokenomic pressures, but it will mute it, just like I'm talking with SWE. But I don't think SWE's the next Solana. This is the all-time. This is what I'm talking about. Actually, it's beyond. Look at that. So the market cap is beyond. It's breached above its previous all-time highs in terms of market cap. Price, not so much. This is what happens long-term when you have weird tokenomic designs, and it's a very useful system. It's going to be continued to be used heavily, but we have to keep this into the back of our minds when we're looking at it, like our expectations of it, right? So as far as the Solana base floor, it's really established an extreme amount of support here at $120. So in my personal mindset, should we get a massive market shakeout or any sort of bumps in the road here, that's my back up the truck moment for Solana at large. Right now, we're experiencing a nice little upsurge, and we got to break out of this downward trend. But if Bitcoin continues to do its thing, and we get closer to the election, closer to that time frame where Bitcoin dominance historically falls off, I think that this Solana graph could, during the time frame of 2025, get us up here to a pretty astronomical level. I'm not going to be surprised if we see a $500 to $1,000 Solana. And that is a lot to think about right now. But I believe that, a 5 to 10x for this token is not absurd to think about. And this is a much larger market cap to be looking at here. Let's just check out Solana on the coin perspective. Check it out. We'll cook this bad boy up just a touch. And now let's see here. So in order to hit $1,000 per token, you have to hit a $500 billion market cap. But that number is what Ethereum accomplished last cycle. So kind of not that crazy if you think about it. If Ethereum last cycle could hit a $500 billion market cap, it hit like 550. Let's see, I'll show you. Ethereum hit about $550 billion market cap at the absolute peak. Solana, should it hit that five and some change, $532 billion market cap, would be clocking in at $1,000 per token. And this is accomplishing what Ethereum did last time. And Ethereum this time, I think, is going to get near $1 trillion. I really still feel that way. Even though we have all these other layer twos moving around, I do still feel like Ethereum's going to hit near $1 trillion market cap. Because guess what? Daddy Fink, he's going to be shilling and is actively shilling Ethereum as well. And once these market makers understand that Ethereum is a massive supercomputer that's running all these smart contracts, they're going to hammer into it just the same. So Ethereum, let's check it out here. Let's see what $1 trillion market cap. You're looking at about $9,200 per token, roughly a 3 to maybe 4x from current prices. So not too out of pocket to think in that terms. And, it really goes to show that, the time frame of swimming around like I'm not going to get stupid rich off of just buying Solana or just buying Ethereum, just buying SWI. It's about the ecosystem plays within it that are really going to be the juicy squeeze here. Let's check out the Solana to ETH chart. That's a good idea. Let's check out the Solana to ETH chart real quick. See what we're dealing with here. We might have to check out the ADA charts here too, because Jesus, good googly moogly. Bam. All right. So, ooh, baby. Solana to Ethereum catching up in a, oh man, she's breaking out. She's breaking out against Ethereum. Holy. Ethereum better hurry up, man. That is looking juicy. Solana just outpacing quite a bit of the tokens out there. Let's do, this is going to be insane, but may as well, if I'm already looking at pairs, ADA sold ADA. Maybe they have sold ADA. Here we go. God damn. So the comparison on how this thing is outpacing Cardano, up 1,250% versus Cardano from low to high. That is absolutely nuts. Cardano, let's talk about Cardano. I think there's a multi-cycle project. I don't think the tech is sexy. We obviously see that the memes and the degeneracy is sexy to retail. The tech, not so much. Let's see here. 36 cents. God. Let's go here. Let's see here. Benny Blue Eyes, this is a loaded question, bro. That's a hard, I mean, I don't know the legal framework. I'm sure there's some kind of legal framework on how you'd have to do that. God sakes. But you know what? I mean, Bitcoin on balance sheets, I think that's a Giga Chad move. So I don't hate the move. I just don't know exactly how you would set that up or, who decides what, yada, yada, yada. Here's how the United States, we have Cynthia Loomis's Bitcoin Act, and it does have multiple sign-offs required and custody in multiple different locations. So, try to design it maybe like how the US is trying to design. And this is another thing. We are going to have the conversation of a Bitcoin-backed dollar this time. That's crazy. That's crazy. And if we get the Bitcoin-backed dollar conversation happening like very tangibly, that could push us up to the 250 range. It's not going to push us up to $1 million per Bitcoin range, but if we see a return to the office from Trump and then Cynthia Loomis is able to push forward this Bitcoin Save Act, that's the conversation where I can be a little bit more bullish and see Bitcoin breach 200, maybe hit 250. I just am after I've seen the last few elections and the current people in administration, I get a little bit hesitant to think that that's just a guarantee to happen, but it is a potential. It is a potential. Let's go back to Cardano here. Cardano. What up, Deadwood? Let's see here. So, Chemistry Bill coming in with it too. You could do a multi-sig, so you have to have multiple members sign it to move it. Even if you knew the seed, you couldn't move without everyone signing the transaction. Very nice. Thanks for looking out, Chemistry Bro. Appreciate you. ADA. Fuck. Okay. Just fuck. Okay. So here's some maybe hope. Let's look at October. Let's look at October. Let's see here. So we got October, beginning of October's right here, and then end of October's right here. Honestly, not much exciting. ADA didn't start moving until January of 2021. And to be fair, like a mini did start moving at this time frame. But right in November, December was when Bitcoin just jackknifed to the sky, and then the liquidity flowed into Cardano. And then Cardano had a great time, right? Cardano had a great time. It was very boring until it's not. So, looking at this, get this out of here. Let's do how sick is it from inflation? Let's see. Not too sick from inflation. Not too sick from inflation. This thing's definitely going to have to wait probably until like December, January again, which might be good for the entry point right now, 36 cents. I'm just being extra greedy. Like, I do feel like the velocity of the market will let Cardano go play back in the $2 to maybe even $3 range. Super bullish ideas are that we break beyond the $3 up into the $5 range. But at large, I want at least a 10x from Cardano. And I do feel like it's going to be around. It's probably going to be a multi-cycle project. So that is good. That is good. I really like that idea. And the building that Charles Hoskington is doing. Oh, baby. Hey, baby girl, come here. Come here, baby. Here. Here, have some of this. Oh, I got some sadness going on. Here you go, baby. Here you go, sweetie. Here you go, honey. And then you want one, Jasper? All right, we got one for you too. I came prepared. I'm a prepper. I came prepared for the kiddos. Here. There you go, sweetheart. Wow, that's going to be so yummy, huh? Yeah. All right. Yeah, very yummy. So yeah, Cardano, it's a battle. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. I love you. You got some too. Cardano's a battle of the wits, of the fortitude. I do feel like this is a multi-cycle coin. Tech, not sexy. It's great tech, not sexy. And if I were to get a bag of this thing, it would have to be within the 20-cent range, because I just feel like it's up against a lot. There's a lot of great tech out there that also has sexiness. Like, look at what Phantom Wallet's done for Solana. I mean, that thing is as easy as, your best social apps when it comes to going in, buying coins and things like that. So if they can make the user interface a little bit easier, I think that would be pretty important upgrade. But it's not there yet. And for me, I just feel like Base and Solana, all like ecosystem plays, are the move. Really, really feeling like those are going to be the extra juicy ones for this cycle. So, man, in Bitcoin, let's just do a check back in. It's been a violent, ferocious day. What do we got? We didn't even come back down to this midpoint line. Got pretty darn close to it. Looking pretty strong here. Crypto, yes, all of crypto has been running circles around ADA for the last 2 years. Its cost is lower than XRP, so I'm kind of scared for that. This is a nice username. Thanks, Gary. Shout out. What up, Veteran Crypto? Sorry I couldn't make it to the show last night. I was just doing dad things. You know me, always doing the dad things. So it's going to be interesting to see if Ethereum can bust up and beyond this. And really, if we don't see an ETF with staking ability, then going beyond $10,000 is probably not going to happen for Ethereum this cycle. With as juicy as the rest of the markets look, I really see that that's going to be kind of difficult to do. But you let me know. Am I crazy? Am I being too bearish? And hit the likes for me. You're right. Hit the like for me. I forget to ask for likes and all that stuff. And I really appreciate you guys joining me on the video today. I know that this price action super exciting, and really some of our altcoins are doing very, very well. But things are just about to really get started. So the moves that we make over the next few months here, for me personally, it's going to be the determination between hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. There are 100x, 200x projects that we're looking at right now that we just don't see it coming. So I try to keep the focus in AI, distributed GPU systems, beta plays around Solana, beta plays around Base Chain, good lending protocols, things of that nature, things like Ondo with RWAs, real world assets. And you know what? Chainlink, it's, I'm still up by like 3x on my Chainlink bags. only because of how long I've been holding it and doubling down when it was at $5. But really, there's a lot of money to be made over the next few months here. About 8 months are going to be absolutely crazy. And I really hope that we're all locked in and focused. I know the volatility on the markets can shake a lot of people out. If you're sitting here with FOMO, looking at this gigantic green candle on Bitcoin, wondering if you should just hammer it in right now. For me personally, it is this candle is going to find a retracement. And it's insanely bullish if it can hold this level and just retrace and hold this retracement. More so, watching out for the 63.5 level. We'll see if this liquidity remains here on these gigalongs that are running here. We'll back up. Let's check out the more backed up timeframes for where the liquidity is living on Bitcoin, just for the backup force of the trees view here. So quite a bit here at 66.6 to grab. My God, that might be the short-term move here. Below that, I mean, God, the long-term view looks pretty damn bullish on Bitcoin. It really, really does. Let's go to the year. Just really back this bad boy up. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. So it's a battle between the 48Kers and the 76Kers. We have massive amounts of liquidation to happen at 76K and as well as 48K. If we're up and up to the races, we don't have any massive black swans between now and November. Definitely going to be seeing this thing go up and to the right. But you know what? We have all the makings for a black swan on 100 different levels. So we have to keep prepared and keep your heads on a swivel. The decisions that I'm making over the next few months are going to absolutely determine the future of my family's financial stability. And I'm locked in. I'm paying attention to these markets every single day. And I appreciate you guys for locking in and being supporters of this channel. Shout out to Elevator Man, Green Day Profits, all the people that are in here dropping memberships, helping me keep the lights on, and giving me the ability to do this market analysis for you in a very honest and forefront way, because that's the only way that I'd be able to do this show. I cannot be beholden to things that need to tell me what to do. I like having good partners. And, you know, 2Bit been taking great care of the channel. It's a great platform to trade on. If you're not trading already, join me on 2Bit. You used code BASEMENT to get in there, put in some trades. They got spot access to Flux. Flux is another one we need to check on the spot cost of right now. But again, 2Bit is a link down in the description. You can use code BASEMENT to get some great perks on that one. Let's pull up the Flux chart and see where we are sitting right now, because I might need to buy some more Flux. This is an AI play that's partnered up with NVIDIA in one of their premier partnership programs. And I think people are going to puke when they see what Flux is capable of when this market really gets down to it. I'm thinking that 10 billion is no shit for Flux to be able to accomplish. Currently sitting here at 205 million. Let's check out what that would look like for the bags should we hit the 10 billion spot. Let's see here. Not Conflux. Flux. Where are you? You don't have me. They don't have the regular Flux on here. They don't give no Flux. All right, let's do this by mind. So we got total supply of 373 mil. Max supply. Circulating supply is pretty up. So it's the circulating supply is right there. So not too much more supply to release on this token. You're at 50 cents at 200. So it'd be $1 at 400 mil. It'd be $2, 800 mil. $2, 800 mil. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it'd be around like 5, 6, maybe even $7 per token on this bad boy. Maybe even more, you know? So I feel like Flux is one of those sleeper ones that I'm not going to be sleeping on. It was nice to see DAG waking up a little bit too. Let's check it out and see where DAG is. DAG. Still sitting basically flat on the entry points, but I'm glad it didn't die, because God, it was getting scary here. I was buying it, like wondering what the hell. DAG is another one of these micro caps. It's like 67 mil. Very interesting background. If you want to learn more about it, check out the website. They're hooked up with the DoD and all these massive government organizations for data security. So this is kind of like one of the sneaky plays I feel like I'm holding into the bull market. I'm feeling good about it, but I hope you guys are feeling good too. It feels good to see some big green on the charts. Oh, what do we got here? Phil finally did it. Traded all my XRP, 120,000 tokens. Buy in 38 cents traded for Arrow, Degen, Injective Near, and it feels so damn good. Keep it. I appreciate you, Phil. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's one of those. It's because that's XRP has a lot of social pressure for influencers. And I just don't give into it. I don't get into it, but I'm getting some pressure from my daughter. I got to take her potty, you guys. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow at the studio in the morning. Until then, take care.